All right, we have it ready from both players. Let's go ahead and get them counted down for game number 1 of their Division 1A showdown. Also running into a bit of complication. Both players having to dig here on level 22 and 23. Redshirt's in a lot of trouble, needs a bar now. It will not show up. They will simul-top out. This drop. Oh, and that's going to spiral out of control, and Redshirt's going to knot it up at 1. Can't say the same for Hydran, who needs a bar left, and it won't show up. Redshirt is good here. And that's going to be it. Redshirt, you get his first win of the season.
We have it ready from our players. Let's get this kicked off. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, players our way. Couple Tetrises on the board. Some burns between them. Both players kind of struggling with the same, kind of very similar builds actually. Couple L dependencies getting filled here on Cobra side of the board. 53,000, 74,000 so far. Looks like Redshirt was able to be slightly more efficient through that dig. And we do have a simul Tetris though, 97,000 to 76,000. Blue Scooty's grandpa, I hope your mac and cheese is delicious. Fun fact, Blue Scooty's grandpa and a lot of the family actually live only about half an hour away from me. We keep talking about going to get some ice cream, and the ironic thing is that we might end up finally doing that, but at CTWC, many states away. 189 to 170. Redshirt holding a small lead. Man, okay, here we go. It's pretty much evened out here. Both players roughly around the 75% Tetris mark. 215 to 218, 69% Tetris rate for Cobra though. That's a hey now. Let's see, where's the hey now counter? There's the high key now counter. Is that 1? There we go. $284 to $266. New Tetris playstyle is ice cream. Yeah. Speaking of Scooty family shenanigans, you might want to check out Friendlies this Friday, as Blue Scooty's grandma, aka Oma Red Star, will be facing Uncle Scooty, aka Coxdanny J, in the finale of a best of 99 that they've been holding on their own. And they're tied up, it's 46 to 46, although the recent win streak has gone in favor of Coxdanny J. We'll see if Grandma Scooty can play the crowd favorite and pull off the upset. But I actually recorded my very first Tetris video. Really my first video of note of any kind, to be honest. So you might see a little promo with me in there as well. 451, 353, so Redshirt with a heck of a lead right now. 95 lines in, we are approaching the turn. I'm ready to gamble all my channel points on Grandma Scooty to win, Varchild says. I've been chatting with Danny quite a bit in just chat, and we both were saying like it's hard to be to cheer for anyone other than Grandma Scooty. Like, no matter who you are, if you're not Grandma Scooty, you're probably gonna be the default kind of heel. You're gonna play the spoiler for Grandma Scooty's story. Like, that's just kind of the way. That's certainly the way it was for my first match with her. We were each other's very first comp match in Kansas City. 468 to 565. Redshirt with that 100,000 point lead still. It's played very efficient with the pieces given. Cobra built one off the bottom, trying to Tetris away. Gonna try to get a few more Tetrises here before the transition. The transition, Cobra, where the pieces will fall 50% faster. Imagine you're in a car and the car is going 50 miles an hour. All right, transition 563 to 658, so about 100,000 point lead for Redshirt. Now imagine the car is going 75 miles per hour. That's what it's like to transition to 19. This is from years and years of watching Van Dweller and CTM restreams, so it's more of a compliment than it is making a roast, you know. But imagine you're a snail. Anyways, 671 to 576. Nifty burn there from Cobra. Delayed S-spin. Takes a good double there. I love that calculated delayed spin there. That was really clever. Gonna take more than cleverness to catch up from this deficit though, as he's down about 4 Tetrises. Level 22. 764 to 667. Promos for that will be hyped. Yeah, agreed. Roast that some. Imagine you're a. Oh no, yeah, I gotta pay attention to this. These players are playing too well for me to like continue the roast for too much longer here. There you go. The board is getting a little lower. It's 856 to 729. This 4 Tetris lead is just kind of sticking around. It's been just a real steady game here from Redshirt. Cobra has not played poorly by any means. The boards have been really stable, but just slightly more efficient gameplay from Redshirt has allowed him to build this lead over time. We're about line 200, level 25, level 24. 953, 800. Imagine you're a snail and you're moving like, I don't know, a centimeter a second, and now you're moving 1.5 centimeters a second. That's what it's like going from 18 to 19. 990 to 819. These players are quickly running out of room in the 19 speeds. Will be at kill screen speeds shortly. And that means there's not a whole lot of time for Cobra to really kind of eke out the quote easier levels of Tetris. Not that this is terribly easy to begin with, but you know. 902,000 to 1.095, almost a 1.1. Is gonna get a 1.1 before kill screen here. Cobra trying to stack for one more Tetris. There we go. Could max before kill screen, and Redshirt is in at 1.2 kill screen speeds now for Redshirt, as is Cobra at 977. So a 6 to 7 Tetris difference here. This Redshirt has just been the model of efficiency with this particular game and piece sets. Ooh, Cobra setting up for a column 2. Gets it! Redshirt trying to build, staying safe and low. Pieces not cooperating, gonna be in a little bit of a dig. Oh my goodness. Board climbing a little bit though. Finally the pieces come, bringing this board back down. Redshirt. I thought maybe Redshirt was gonna stack for a Tetris right there. They set up now, does get one. Very safe setup and burn. 1.3 to 1.063. So once again, this 6 Tetris lead has just kind of been stubborn. Oh no, Redshirt losing control of the board. Gonna top out. Looks like something in column 8 there. 5 off the bottom. The bar never came. And now Cobra's in a chase down. Needs to get to 1.318. Currently at 1.092. 5 Tetrises to go. And about 5 levels to do it. There's one. 1.143, 1.318 is the chase down target. Cobra. There's one more. 1.196. Only 2.5 more Tetrises will do it. Currently level 36, built up for a Tetris. And all Redshirt can do is watch. There's another Tetris. 2 more would do it. Or 1 in some burns. 37. This is going to be a nail biter. This is coming down to the end. There are some holes on Cobra's board, so this is doable, but only 9 lines to give and 40,000 more to go. 4 more lines to give. 3 more. And that's gonna do it. Cobra's not able to set up and get clean in the last 2 levels. Less than 1 Tetris. Redshirt did enough. Valiant effort from Cobra, but man, what a game. 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. $72,000 to 50,000. Sorry, I'm trying to get some more scheduling stuff figured out. Both players a little dirty here. Quite the spire going on Redshirt's side of the board. 120,000 to 100,000. It looks like Cobra's trying to build, never mind. Looked like Cobra might have tried to build 2 off the bottom, but the pieces were not cooperating. And we're just kind of stuck in some crazy sequences here. We do have a Tetris there for Redshirt, but look at these tucks. These tuck setups here for Redshirt, really hoping for some good pieces. And Redshirt not getting them, gonna have to just go ahead and put a couple holes in his board. Cobra, meanwhile, gonna try to set up dirty. 1 off the bottom. Gets it! That was a column 7 dusty Tetris. Set up for another one. Holding out for bar. And gets it! Another one. 181 to 175. Redshirt is clean. Built up with a relatively safe board here, but having to take some more delay burns here. Does get it all cleaned up just in time for bar to go to 200,000. 184 for Cobra, who's got a dirty, another one. Center well just continues to run with this center well. Currently, this one's a column 6, and there's another. 229 has just been playing 1 off the bottom center well Tetris right now. It's like we're playing Tetris Bingo. So if you're not familiar with Tetris Bingo, it's basically He tried to just get Tetrises off of every single, is that column? Yeah, every column. Feel like Cobra certainly, I think he's gotten at least Tetrises off of 5 columns so far, maybe 4. 292 for Redshurt, 236 for Cobra. Both players building kind of high, but safe. And there's a Tetris back to back, basically. 317 to 281. Cobra trying to maybe build for, okay, never mind. Doesn't skip the long. Had a long bar dependency column 2. Wasn't sure if it was going to go for that or the piece is kind of forced to go ahead and just fill it ahead of time. 306. 341 for Redshurt, who's had a pretty stable board the last 10 or so lines. A lot of DAS head shaking going on over there, minus the DAS, just a head shake. It's just the standards these players hold themselves to when they're like taking a burn, just a burn, and it's like, oh my gosh, I had to take a burn. I'm so angry at myself right now. Oh man. Or I'm angry at the pieces. So I was like, oh my gosh. You have the lead. 419, 377. Cobra set up for another Tetris. Bits. Oh, I missed the bits. Dang it. Does it say 3A? Dang it all. Man, I tell you what. Last second adjustments to stuff, just not the best idea when you're trying to, I don't know, run a show. 488, 446, 69% Tetris rate for Redshurt. Hey now. Now counters at 2. We are approaching transition where the pieces will increase by 50% in speed. Imagine you're a cirrus cloud very high in the atmosphere near space. You're traveling at 130 miles an hour. Now, I'm not going to do the math for that one. There's a Vitz from Cobra. 516 to 557. Transition at 581 for Redshurt. Transition 542. So about a, we'll call it a two Tetris lead. Both our players are kind of not happy with the pieces right now. Redshirt's board actually has a fair number of compromises right now. Has a long bar dependency. There's a triple down the center. Pretty high up there. It was almost like 10 rows off the bottom. 617 to 600,000. Slow down, pieces. $630,000, 626. Cobra's brought this back a little bit and is also behind in lines, but currently burning. So this could be a chance here for Redshurt, who's clean, to maybe retake the lead. In fact, does. 681 to 660. Cobra's board kind of blinking a little bit. Kind of like that. It's like looks shiny. It's a shiny board. It's like, yay, go Cobra! You're at level 22. Nah, it's no more. See, like, only level 22. It's only level 22 that cheers Cobra on. Maybe 32 will cheer Cobra on as well. 700,000 to 769 for Redshurt. Redshurt currently giving me a hey now counter to 3. There's another Tetris for Redshurt to go to 829, 760 for Cobra. I'm glad you said in speed. Because the pieces increasing 50% in most other cases would be a problem. 195 Ronkley. Okay, 130 to 190. Okay, nice. I like it. Yeah, 130 miles an hour to 195 miles an hour. That's what it's like. If you're a Cirrus Cloud going 50% faster from 130 miles an hour to 195, that's a very relatable one. I'm sure there's a lot of sentient clouds in chat today who could relate. They're like, oh my gosh, I don't get the car thing, but now you're speaking my language. That imperial measurement system of speed when it comes to sentient clouds, so salient right now. 993,000. There's a max out for Redshurt. 932 for Cobra, who's down a few Tetrises. Another Vitz. Oh my gosh, I missed it again. I was so busy talking about sentient clouds. 1,062,000 for Redshirt. Cobra looking to cross that max barrier here shortly. Not much of a barrier for most of these players these days. But there's a Tetris. That's going to do it. Max out 1 million. And Redshirt's in to the kill screen at 1.141 now. And now so is Cobra, 1.052. So it's about a 3 to 4 Tetris lead for Redshirt. The man who stares at goats has entered the commentator box. Yes, I stare at goats. I do not claim to ever be one. Oh gosh. Redshirt's board gonna fall apart again. Very efficient. 19, but again gonna top out here in 21. 1.195. And this time, Redshirt's chased down a little closer. Only 34,000 more to go. 1.196 is what you're aiming for. 1.196. Tetris will do it. Cobra is on the board. It's 1-1. GG's. All right, we got it ready from Redshirt. Let's kick off game number 3. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Cobra asking, isn't 1,000 millibars normal? I don't know. Let me go ask ChatGPT. Is 1,000 millibars a normal measurement? Question mark. And the answer is yes. Cobra is correct, although Cobra's board is not so correct. We'll look to try to clean this up a little bit right now. Early goings. We're in the middle of a drought for both players already. Oh, misdrop of the square from Redshirt. But holding out, getting the bar, we'll be able to bring this down. Redshirt is cleaned up very nicely here. And Cobra is not. So Redshirt currently coming out of this piece sequence a little better off. Wow, this got complicated quick. I was about to make some more jokes about ChatGPT and whatnot. And instead, I've got to pay attention. Stop making me do my job. There's a Tetris for Cobra. 59,000. 79,000. And Cobra's got quite the well down the center. Trying to get the right pieces. Oh my goodness. Redshirt hang of that J is nasty. What is happening with this game right now? Both players just kind of struggling to stay clean. Redshirt's gonna have to do some roof burns. Way up high has a double long bar dependency, and no long bars are in sight, so gonna just have to start plugging it with whatever pieces happen to come along. Oh, plugs the well just as the long bar comes. Unfortunate. Not really any danger topping out. There's one long bar. Neither player has been able to take advantage as they've both been kind of burning. 93,139. Somehow Redshirt still in the lead after 50 lines of play. There's a center well column 4 Tetris for Cobra and another 139 and one more for good measure. And there you go, 162. It is basically tied up in what has probably been the most dramatic Division 1 level 18 I've seen in a long time. Normally it's like, okay, what can I fill time-wise? But yeah, no, this is a better or worse, I guess. Very interesting level 18 from both players. 209,000 for Cobra, 188 for Redshirt. Okay, now it looks like we're finally back to normal looking Tetris here. Both players with beautiful looking stacks here. There's a Tetris for Cobra who's up about a Tetris. We're about a little over halfway through the level 18 speeds. Man, don't ask ChatGPT. It'll just lie to you and make up crap. This is true. This is why almost every single time when if I do use ChatGPT, I ask it to cite its sources and then I click on the links. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Cobra. Needing some good pieces to get out of this. Gets out of it, but still waiting on the long bar. Where's the long bar? No long bar's coming! And we got an early top from sorry, not Cobra. From Redshurt. Oh my god. Getting me all messed up here. Countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So when Cole and Cobra play, is it Cobra? These are the shower thoughts of the day. Cobra Kai. Ooh. A little bit of a rough setup there. Did get one roof burn. More head shakes there. Both players kind of enduring a bit of a drought here. Oh, long bar comes a little too late for Cobra. There's a Tetris Cobra there, but gonna have to go to work trying to get this cleaned up. Redshirt's fine. During another drought. Here we go again. This is the second drought in like, I don't know, 10 lines. Couple of long bar dependencies on Cobra's side of the board. Gets one of them plugged, creates a hole. There's a split triple. I understand that split triples are usually a result of a bad board state, but they still look really cool. They look really cool when they burn. 79,000 to 154,000. So Redshurt once again, as in games 1, 2, and 3, in the lead. In the early lead for Redshurt. Yeah, back to the millibars question that Cobra so like accurately kind of called. I guess 1,000, like 1,013. Anything above 1,013 millibars indicates fair weather. Anything below could suggest stormier or unsettled weather. $294 for Cobra. 294 for Redshurt. I did it again. 294 for Redshurt. 220 for Cobra. And we have a long bar dependency on the left side for Cobra. Gets it filled. Long bar dependency for Redshurt. Oh, Toogie spin. And then a misdrop from Redshurt. And quite the reaction. So we'll be burning a little bit. No real danger. But it did kind of slow down the pace here for Redshurt. 345 to 246, now 247. Tetris for Cobra. Let's go to 270. Redshurt with a bit of an L dependency. Gonna go ahead and just try to burn it down with some roof burns, but yeah, there you go. L does help there quite a bit, and everything's cleaned up. Tetris 379 for Redshurt, 323 for Cobra. Bro is literally wearing his name. This is true. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you know, red shirts. There is red in Cobra's shirt, right there in the classic. See, it's red. It's red. 371 to 449. Redshirt still holding himself to quite the standard. Any single burn seems to be met with, oh, I had to burn. But then you have seen that, at least in 2 of the games, Cobra was able to either very closely almost chase down, or actually just chase down in the kill screen speed. So maybe that sense of urgency is because Cobra's just really good at kill screen. Some more burns here from Redshirt. Cobra with a Tetris there. Down only 2 Tetrises and could make up maybe 1 more here before Redshirt gets clean, or maybe goes for no. Okay, into transition we do go. 509,000 to 498. So Cobra has brought this back a little bit and is currently clean. Set up Tetris. Takes the lead into level 20. 524,000 to 516,000. $548 to $552, so both players have been able to do pretty well here in level 20, although Cobra's board getting a little high. Left side has a dirty 3. No, that's just a triple. Just a triple for Cobra. And then has to cover the well and make some compromises, as the pieces just weren't fitting the board at the time. There is a triple. Good tuck. It's a long bar dependency on the left side. All right. Well is starting to transfer all the way over. Great flat burns from Cobra to go to 577. But in the meantime, looky who's gotten efficient again. It's Redshirt, not to be confused with Cobra. 719 to 606. Level 24 for Cobra, level 24 for Redshirt, 751 to 673. It's about a 3 Tetris difference, and lines are only 1 apart, which means this is a real lead of a couple Tetrises. Oh my goodness, look at level 25 cheering on Cobra. Let's go, Cobra! Let's go, Cobra! Okay, now we're on to 26. 772. 846. Oh my goodness, there's a little bit of a covered bar here for Redshirt. Covered well, rather. Has to cover again. That was a good L-tuck, though. And a Tetris to go to 920. 871 for Cobra. Cobra trying to stay efficient here. Make back up some of this lead. There's another Tetris. And another one right behind it. And Cobra had to cover again. So once again, just up a little bit less than a Tetris. Oh my goodness, it's neck and neck now. 1 million, both players crossing into the max territory at level 28. And only 3,000 points separate these two into the kill screen. Now we'll see what they can do. There's a triple for Cobra, needs something left. Does get something left, needs some more things left, and still getting everything they need over. Bringing this board down, but Cobra's, meanwhile, board is getting really, really high. So they had inverse, I don't know. Cobra's not gonna be able to make it out of level 30. 1.093, so there's a small chase down here for Cobra. I mean, god damn it. Redshirt, man, my brain is completely wired backwards today. 1,098,000 is enough. Redshirt takes that one. Game number 2. Win number 2. It is the decider. It's a decider. My goodness, this has definitely been a day of days for me today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Adam Irish experience rating with a party of 8. Speaking of the GOAT. Thank you, Adam Irish. He was restreaming a whole lot of CTL just now. Adam Irish recently moved. I don't think Adam Irish is in Ireland anymore. That's not to say you can't still use the moniker, but it doesn't quite hit as hard when Adam Irish is not from Ireland anymore. And also, he was from like the coolest name of an island ever, Isle of Man. So like, if there was a witch on the Isle of Man, could you just call the witch the Isle of Man witch? 73,000 for Cobra, 52,000 for Redshurt. It is just those 3. It might just be 2, Ian Keith. If you have someone you want to restream, I'm happy to take your match. Although I'm not sure you'll be happy I took your match, because I'm having quite a day when it comes to both organizing and performing restreams. Oh no, Square misdrop there from Redshirt. 145, now 167. As Cobra takes an early lead. I haven't lived in Ireland in almost 3 years, says Adam Irish. I was in the Isle of Man before, though. Adam Greenland? Sure, let's go with that. Ronco, you need to find a door emoji, and then you can show me the door. Grisu and I have been looking for someone. You need to know every continent or groups of continent is basically an island. This is true. There it is, showing me the door. It's true. Most continents are just really, really big islands, right? 237 to 191. So here we go. In a flip of the script a little bit, Cobra's going to take an early lead. Toka also showing me the door. Do you guys remember who's a comedian who's like had a bit that was like, here's your sign, right? Was a bit. So like one of them was like, people who ask just really dumb questions when you know the answer. At least that's the way he interprets it. People say sometimes they're just being polite, right? But it's a comedian's job to make it look dumb. So anyways, so for instance, you're on the side of the road and someone pulls up to you and it's like, oh, you got a flat tire? And then the guy looks at him just like, well, no. The other 3 just swelled right up on me. Here's your sign. For some reason, when you were showing me the door, that's just like, show me the sign for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why I thought of that particular weird comedy routine from like 2 decades ago. Bill Engvall, that's it. Fingernail gun, thank you. This song's a banger. Are you serious? Like, if Tyler were here, Tyler would be like, I don't know, I don't think he would be saying this is a banger because Tyler, well, hang on. I don't want to say anything bad about anything that we like are using and listening to. So we'll just say that Tyler's appreciation of the music that we use is very high. Yeah, that's what we'll say. Very high. 419, speaking of high, 419 to 445. Cobra's lead has shrunk a little bit, but still about 1 to 2 Tetrises. White Bat audio is great. You know, I actually don't have a problem with it. I think it's free. The guy doesn't really do this for profit or person. We'll just say person because I don't know White Bat Audio's gender. So you know, I'm very happy that you know, this kind of stuff exists so that we don't have to pay money to everybody to be able to stream music, right? So I'm good with it. I think Hackers is really good from White Bat Audio. I think that I actually used that quite early on in my career. 511 transition for Redshirt. 538 right now with 2 more lines to give for Cobra. Tyler should stick to diss tracks. Those are, yeah, and to be fair, if he did, they'd still be pretty epic. And also, I don't know if you saw in chat, but he's like, you know, wanting to ride off into the sunset and retire or something. I don't know what that's all about. I think he was sad that he didn't get to win back a 4th best Restreamer title or something last season. And yeah, I don't know. I still think Tyler's awesome. 618 to 597. Not to say that the winner isn't awesome, because the winner is the GOAT. Obviously. I just don't want Tyler to go away. I hope Tyler doesn't go away. 669 for Cobra, 624 for Redshirt. Also, that's a Hey Now. So the Hey Now counter is at 4. He can get 4th when I take a break. Omenvoir thinking, yeah, sure. We'll just go with whatever works at the end here. I know that there's some combination of Toka, possibly a Toka back-to-back. With Dobry and potentially Erdak, and then you can go after that. Or if only one of those happens, then you can go after one of those. Totally fine. I can eat when I'm dead. 769, 772. Another Hey Now, courtesy of Cobra. Hey Now, counter is at 5. And it is a really close one here into level 24. Had to cover the well into 25, but Redshirt is fine, safe, gets a Tetris and another one to 848. Currently in the lead. Basically, we are trading the lead back and forth we go between these two very talented rollers. 913 to 928. Redshirt has maintained about a 1 Tetris lead for the entirety of the match. Not quite, but pretty close. Oh no! Misdrop of that L from Redshirt. Needs to try to roof burn this away as quickly as it can. Does get the burn. And now trying to get that last well uncovered with Love a Longbar. Gonna just take a good double there and another good flat double from Redshirt to bring this board down. Still not out of danger though. It's level 27, 2/3 of the way up the screen. Now 28, 932 to 1 million as Cobra has crossed the max territory. 943 to 1,034,000. Cobra is clean. Redshirt trying to bring this board down. Going in very dirty. Cannot do anything else. And Cobra is going to be your winner. And yes, I do mean actual Cobra, not Redshirt Cobra, but Cobra, the one on the right, is going to take the decider. 1.1 into 29 and then tops out. GG's. What a match from these two, going the distance as Cobra will take game number 5. And you are the winner. Congratulations, Cobra. Let me go ahead and get this reported real quick. Division 1A.
Scooty will get one as well. Or at the 100-line turn, it's 494 to 477. Long bar for Cole. There's the Tetris. Scooty will answer back. holding on to less than a Tetris lead